morning, good morning. Praise the Lord, another beautiful day. Looks a little overcast over here. I hope it don't rain. I left my windows down in the yard. Driving through Missouri, almost to the Mississippi River. It's already daylight. Yeah, running a little behind. It's finally Friday though. Unless I get lazy, I don't have to work tomorrow. We got to wash the trailer out. We got another trailer we've been using. I'm in a different truck with a different trailer, so I'm going to have to wash 2 trailers this week. So I might get them both done today. I might do one tomorrow. Might do both of them tomorrow. I don't know yet. Depends on the weather. It's getting awful hot and nasty. But it's Friday, August 2nd. I've been sitting here this morning just listening to some different stuff. Listening to some good Bible teaching and stuff. I've been studying more on biblical counseling. But I've been watching a lot of videos, seeing posts on social media about other truck drivers and these young people out here acting goofy. Not all of it in a bad way, some of them just silly. Nothing wrong with that. Enjoy life. Enjoy life. But I seen one the other day that really caught my mind, and I thought, man, it asked you a question. It says, what's the worst call a truck driver can get? There was a lot of answers. Some of them was just stupid. Some of them had a lot of merit. But I want to tell you about some of the calls I got. And tell you how to deal with them. I was a new driver. I was out with my trainer. And we didn't have cell phones. But we did have a little computer box in the truck where they'd send us a message. And they sent a message and told my trainer to call the office. So he called the office. The office was in Little Rock. I think we was around Memphis. And he got off the phone with him. He said, we got to go back to Little Rock. And I'm like, why? He said, well, I got to take you back to the yard. And I'm thinking, man, I'm getting fired or something. And he says, well, the office called and they left it up to me to tell you. My stepdad had slipped into a coma. And he was on his way out. So we raced back to Little Rock. A friend of mine met me there and drove me straight home to the hospital in Poplar Bluff, Missouri. I was walking down the hall when he passed away. I never made it into his room. Never got to see him. I just got to the hospital. Another call I got was from my best friend who was like family to me, and his wife, and man, she was an amazing woman. Loved her to death. And she got in a bad car wreck and died. And I was working for a company, and I had to deliver in Zanesville, Ohio. And I said, well, maybe if I get there early, they'll take me and let me get back. And they would not take me early. It's Dollar General out there. You know, they're difficult. They don't make exceptions. It was just a bad deal, but I made it back for the funeral. Took some time spent with him. And then I got a call, my 16-year-old baby sister. She was my half-sister. She died of a drug overdose in her mom's driveway at 16 years old. She's one of the most beautiful little girls I ever seen. And all these was upsetting calls, and all these was, really hit me hard. And these are the 3 that stick out to me the most. Being on the road, you're doing your deal. You're out here trying to make a living, doing what you can, depending on how you do it. Some people make it a job, some people make it a life. It is what it is. was my life. This is it. Up until I had my first child 13 years ago, I did not drive truck. I was a truck driver. That's who I was. Loved it. Loved being on the road. Loved being gone. Loved the camaraderie we had. You know, I never got too upset if I got laid over at a truck stop or if it took a while to load or whatever. It was just all part of the game. Some parts I liked better than others, but it was what it was. I remember I used to take time off and I'd be like, hey, send me to Knoxville. Who do you know in Knoxville? Nobody. But I like the TA out there. It was my life. But when I got these calls, it would devastate me about I should have been home, I should have been seeing them, I should have been around. And it can get in your head, it can mess you up, and then you're trying to drive, and you know, your emotions are there, your adrenaline's running, trying to get home, you know, wondering, a lot of unanswered questions in those situations that you want to know, but you know, it changes everything. And it's like that no matter what your job, when you get phone calls like that. It's, you know, the difference is when you're out here, you got to be focused. I know they say that cell phones is the cause of a lot of accidents. No, they're not. It's not cell phones. We had wrecks before cell phones. We'll have wrecks when they're gone. If they ever get gone, who knows what technology they're going to come up with next. But, you know, it's people getting more absorbed in other things as opposed to what they're doing out here. You got to have your faculties about you. You got to concentrate. I know I do these little videos. I just set the camera up when I stop. And then at some point I'll start talking, edit it down to where I start talking. It's that simple. But I never get more involved in what I'm listening to on the radio. I listen to Bible studies and preaching and stuff like that, but I never let that be more involved in what's going on out the windshield. But the point I'm trying to make is that when you're out here, your focus has to be here. If you make this your life, it has to be your focus. Yeah, I'm back in the bumpy side of Tennessee. When you're at home, focus on home. Enjoy your home time. Enjoy your family. Enjoy everything that comes with that. But when you're out here on the road, be out here on the road. I used to have a friend, and we run team. We hauled mail from Brazil, Indiana to Richmond, California to the San Francisco Bulk Mail Center. Right there on the bay. Beautiful, beautiful. And he would be on the phone with his wife and kids, and they'd be into it. He'd be having all kinds of issues. His face just be red as a beet. He'd be so mad and upset, stressing out. And I'm like, dude, let it go. Shut the phone off. Go to bed. Get you some sleep. Well, I got to do this, and I got to do this. Dude, you're 1,000 miles away. We're 3 days from home. Nothing you're going to do about it. Whatever happens is going to happen. So, if you're driving, I don't care if you're driving your car, if you're driving a semi-truck, whatever you're driving, deal with your problems when you stop. Don't deal with them while you're driving. I learned that lesson very early in my career, actually before my career even started. I learned that lesson before I got my CDL by an old truck driver. I started out at Harold Ives in January of 1999. And he was based out of Stuttgart, Arkansas. Our main yard was in Little Rock. But he had a school in Stuttgart, Arkansas. And that's where I learned how to drive a truck. So I put the finishing touches on it. Went there, got my CDL. The day we took our test, our bagging exam, the head instructor, about run his brand new truck. Oh, he was hot, man. He threw it in reverse. He was squalling tires, getting out of the way. And he told me, he called me in the office, and he said, you know, I was going to send you home. He said, but all these other instructors is telling me you're one of the best drivers we got. I'm not saying that to brag on myself. That's what he said. He said, so I need to know what's going on. Well, I got 2 baby sisters, half sisters. And they're a lot younger than I am. And their mom, after Dad died, their mom got into drugs and that lifestyle. I got a call the night before by my sister at the hotel. She told me that the state was going to step in and take my baby sisters and put them in foster care. And that they was looking for their mom, but she had moved. She run off when she found out that she was being investigated. She took the kids and left. We didn't know where they was, didn't know what was going on, didn't know if they was safe or not safe. They was with her mom, but they wasn't safe. So I had all this stress coming on. I had 2 girls that I raised as my own, you know, to the best of my ability. I wasn't a great dad to them, but I was the dad they had at the time, and the oldest one was having some issues in school. I got that call from her mom. All this the night before I took my CDL test. And so I'm telling this to the instructor. And he gave me the best advice I ever got. He said, son, he said, let me tell you something. He says, when you're out here, when you're in that truck, the only thing that matters that truck. He says, you can't fix what's going on at home, you don't worry about what's going on at home. Focus on the truck. He says, this is a dangerous job. He says, kill somebody, kill yourself. He says, you ain't got time for all that. He says, if you can't put that out of your mind to do your job, go find a different job. He says, if you kill yourself, no one cares. He said, but in this line of work, you seldom kill yourself without hurting somebody else. And that stuck with me. And so I've always tried to do that. I ain't saying I don't get upset, and I ain't saying I'm perfect at it, but I'm saying keep that mindset. If you're going to be driving, whether it's your car or your truck, or a big truck, doesn't matter. Whatever's going on, let it go. The only thing that matters in the moment is what's going on outside your windshield. We need to be more focused. I see a lot of trucks, a lot of truck wrecks, because people don't pay enough attention. CB radios, they was great. We need them. People need to use them more. Gives you a heads up what's going on around you. You know, you pop a hill, cars stop, there's nothing you can do, but if you got a CB and the guy coming at you says, hey, when you top the hill, there's stop. You know, to start slowing down, you know. CB radios was good. I don't think they'll ever come back. I don't think trucking will ever be the same with the communication between drivers. But put everything aside, play your music, listen to whatever, you know, but your main focus always, always, always has to be what's going on around your truck. 'Cause besides that, nothing else really matters. That's my view from the driver's seat. So remember, shiny side up, greasy side down. We'll see you on the flip-flop.